Hello, hi, it's Liz here, and I'm back with my December ephemera book, Dephemerember, and we are going to do prompt 11 and 12. So, number 11 on this page, handmade stamp jumbo tag. Okay, so let's put the book aside for the moment. And let's do handmade tag. Find a spot for my book. There we are, over there. So, I dug this out from the back of the cupboard. This is something I tried, a good number of years ago. It's lino cutting, and I got this little kit. I've stuck it in this old box because I fell out with it because it was really difficult to do, but I managed to pull off 2 or 3 stamps with the actual lino. But then I discovered that it was just so much easier to use an eraser. So I've got a little flower there pre-made as well, and a bird, some stripes, and I don't quite know what that is. It maybe looks like a girl's face, I'm not sure. So today I thought we would try these two. Why not? Let's give it a shot. Just throw that on the floor. Okay, and to do them I thought we would do some jelly printing. Let's get a little bit messy. Well, hopefully not too messy. I'm not really a terribly messy. Oh. Is that going to come out? There we are. I'm not really a terribly messy crafter, but I can have my moments where it all just goes everywhere. So this is the gel printing plate. It was well used at one point. It's not been used for a while. So let's give this a go. I've got some paints here. It's the paints I used the other day. On the page with the envelope. Okay, and I have my jumbo tag, which is just a handmade from some scrap paper, just some decorative paper, a 12 by 12 sheet that I've just cut, and I've got some spare paper here that was in beside my jelly plate that I must have had a little experiment with at some point. So I've got a couple of empty sheets and a sheet at the top for my excess paint. So we're quite organised. So I think what we'll do is we'll use the green, because it looks like it was green that was used on the stamp before. It's dried in. That will be. Can't quite remember how much. You get out the swing of certain things, don't you? But well, that seemed to be enough paint. Put the excess over there. Okay, and I'm thinking that I'm going to do 4 blocks. Which, as luck would have it, fit. And this is just old scrapbook paper too. I'm never going to use these patterns, so might as well use up the other sides. Now the big reveal. Well, it's not brilliant. I think we'll give it another go. I think maybe more paint. Maybe I need to keep the stamp down longer. Oops. Right, let's give it another go. Let's try not to do it as fast this time. Probably all you jelly printing experts will be yelling at your pad or phone or telly, whatever you watch this on. No, you're not doing it right. Right, let's give that a little minute this time. If that comes off. Yeah, it's really hard to gouge that out. I can remember, it must be about 5 years or so ago. I remember it being so difficult. This looks better. Yeah, that'll do me, I think. Okay, let's just let that dry. Now, how do we get that off? I seem to remember you just... Or do you just use another bit of paper? No. Oh well, let's just tidy it away and worry about that another day. Maybe that's the whole point. Maybe it'll lift up the next time. The next time I use it, and I'll get a nice effect. We'll say that anyway. Right, put it there. So, that was the first one, that was the second one, so that worked out better. I'm not sure how many I need anyway. Right. What are we doing? We'll keep that. And we need our tag. So now we need to figure out what we're going to use on the tag. Let me just get the ruler. I'm going to split these into 4 squares. I am wondering if I just want one focal point. We could make that a pocket and then just add another mini tag in there. That might be an idea. I wonder if we should stamp some little flowers in the corner there. Let me think. What can we do? What else can we do to that? Could we cut a bird out? Let's try cutting the birds out. because it's going to be an awful long video of silence if I can't think of anything to do. I'll need to switch the camera off and have some thinking time. That's for sure. Oh, I think that's better. I think we'll maybe cut 3 out and see how that looks, because that will cover a jumbo tag. I never really thought about cutting them out. I just thought the square would fill up more of the tag. But hey ho, figure something out. It can be a flock of green birds. And maybe we'll squish some paint on the background. Do we need a third one? I think we do. I'm glad I printed out 4. This one seems to have a white shadow. I think that's the thing with the jelly plate. You just never know what you're going to get. Much like what Santa brings you at Christmas. You just never quite know what you're going to get. Or do you? I think randomly across like that might be quite nice. Let's chuck that over there. Let's think about doing some... Let me get the paint back and let me get my little card. And we'll do what we did the other day and scrape some paint. So, ooh, that was quite a lot. That's a wee bit too much on there, I think. Just rub that off a little bit. What was that I said at the beginning there? I'm not messy. I'm not messy, no. Maybe a little bit of green over here. Just trying to take away from that complete stripiness on the back. Right, let's see. Yeah, I think that's quite cool. Well, now there's more paint on my fingers than there is anywhere else. Oh, now do we want... I wonder if we want some white flowers. wonder, oops, oh my. Let's see. I was going to use that for some splatters when I'm done, but I've just grabbed it there just to see. Oh. Ooh. Put too much paint on, you don't get not enough, and you do get to just a splodge rather than a flower. Okay, right, let's get those birds stuck down, and then we'll just try some splatters with that white paint. We'll add some water, I think. Oh, this is a real messy one today. Alright, where were we going to put the birds? Right, about there. I'm not sure I like this, but don't say you don't like anything until it's completely finished, because sometimes things look better once they're completely finished. Right, let's add some water to that. And let's see if we can splat. Splatting's not, whoops, not my thing. I'm not a splatterer. I think we need to let that dry. I think we need to let it dry and then see how that looks. Okay, so far, so far, so. Yeah, I think maybe once we add a word, maybe once we add some words, once it's dry, and then maybe we'll make an eyelet and put a little bit of something out the top, a little bit of ribbon or something, and maybe we can zhuzh it up a wee bit. But in the meantime, it looks quite sad, doesn't it? But I'm going to leave it there until the paint dries, and we'll do number 12, and then we'll come back and finish off number 11. So I'll be back in a minute. I'm back, and I'm hoping number 12 works out better than number 11 did. It's sitting to the side of me there, and I'm trying not to look at it. So anyway, number 11 is going to go there, and we're going to go back to it to finish it off, and number 12 is going to be here. Before I go any further, I think, See, pages have been taken out of this book. I didn't know that when I bought it. Not that it was expensive, but I'm going to use this tape down the centre of this one because this one is barely hanging on when I turn the page. Obviously, it's page that's attached to has been taken off, and I'm just wanting to. This is fancy masking tape, and I just want to get that. Oh, it's just not my day, is it? It's just not a good day. I just shouldn't have got up this morning. I should have stayed in bed. Maybe if I had cut it to the right size first, because that big roll is quite unwieldy, unworldly. So we will just try. That was better. And let's just cut this little tail off here. Creases don't really bother me. We'll say that. We'll say that anyway. Creases don't bother me. Do they bother you? Yeah. Right, so now we can do our number 12, lace and a postcard. So I have my bits here. I have this lace, which was I'm not sure if it was a table runner or what it was in a past life, but I've already used a chunk of this, and we'll just use another bit for our lace. And I was thinking we would just do a lace pocket just to hold the postcards. So super easy. I've got my postcards here. They're not especially old, they're a little bit old. They're not ancient old, but I have chosen this top one here. So it's just, they're all Scottish ones. Lomond, Glasgow, a kilty called Bum. Yeah, so that's my little selection of postcards. And I'm going to use this because I have become friends with Di over at My Enchanted Journals. She's doing Dephemerember too. She makes great pages. Check out the channel. I'll put a link in the description to Di's channel. She gave me a wee mention the other day because she used a Scottish postcard, and so when I watched her video, she said she comes, or her family, she checked back, I think she's in Australia, and she's got a Scottish husband, and she checked back her family history and they come from Fife. So that was kind of weird that I had a postcard from, and it's called The Kingdom of Fife. You know, I don't know why that is, I'm ashamed to say, but I know that it is and always has been. Although it's just like an area, it's like the equivalent of a county or a, you know, it's an area of Scotland called like there's Lanarkshire, there's Dumfriesshire, and there's Fife, and there's all different ones, Aberdeenshire, all the shires. But for some reason Fife isn't Fifeshire, it's the Kingdom of Fife, and there must be a historical reason for that. But I have no idea why that would be. We'll need to Google that one, won't we, Di? We'll need to Google it. I'm just going to cut this here. Right. Let me not take my eye off that one. Oh, I've lost it. I should cut a bit off first. Right, from there to there. I thought about doing a pocket down the side, but I want to be quite frugal with this fabric, and that still leaves me a wee chunk, you see. That still leaves a bit, and we'll just put that down there, and then we will somehow attach that on there, and hopefully that will slide in there like that. Okay, so that needs some strong glue. I'm not going to do anything with the back page. Right, my pad is pinging away good style there, and I'll need to just put you off for a second. Sorry about that. That's just hubby letting me know he's on his way home. Oh, okay then. Oh. Oh, here we go. I'm wondering if it would be easier to put it on the let's get the magazine out. I was going to say, I was wondering if it would be easier to put the glue on the page, but I'm not exactly sure where. Just put a wee drop on to start with, and then we can grab any loose bits. Right, where's my, there it's here. Oh, that's going to fit, isn't it? Maybe once it's dry. Okay, once it's dry, that will fit. Tell me that will fit once it's dry, because I hope we'll not have to take just a wee smidgen off that edge. Right, let me show you what I've got. I've got some wee bits to decorate this little pocket. This is from a bundle that I bought on Etsy. It's real Harris tweed. They make it in the Outer Hebrides. They make like hunting jackets and ladies' suits and things, and I bought these offcuts off a lady in Etsy. So I'm going to use a little bit of that just as a little embellishment on the corner there, and I'm going to use a piece of this, and this is fresh, hot off the market stall yesterday. I bought it from a lady at the market, and she makes beautiful throws and scarves from this. It's lamb's wool, I think. Yes, lamb's wool. And these are all her offcuts, and she sells them in little craft packs. So I got offcuts of this wool and offcuts of little bits of cotton and some buttons and some ribbon in a nice wee package. And I thought, oh, that's the very thing. And here I am using it already. Usually things sit for a wee while before they get used. I think maybe I'll cut a little bit off this. Because you don't want to be using a whole piece. Oh, that would never do. And then maybe, now this is knitted, and I'm guessing that you can just cut it. She must have cut it, so let me try and think. I don't want to cover up my Harris tweed. I'm just going to cut off there. And I'll save that piece, because that piece will just do something else. And I've got a little bulb pin with some little fancy sequins, because I did this on my little tag there, and I thought that might be quite cute just to put that onto there, and that will keep those two pieces together. Maybe. Oh, that's quite, I don't know if it's because the fabric is quite highly woven. Oh, that's quite nice, isn't it? I wonder if it's going to be too bulky for my page. Well, it's all going to be bulky anyway. There's not any point. It's all too late for that, to think about that, isn't it? In fact, it's being bulky. Now, how am I going to attach it onto that without the glue seeping through to my pocket? Do you know what it is? It's the corners catch and the corners are catching in the lace. Well, I think once this postcard's in, it's in to stay. Oh yeah, let's never take that postcard out of that pocket. Oh, I could fiddle about with that for a while. It'll find its own way. Right, now, maybe we should have pinned the whole thing on to the pocket. Right, let's open it up and let's just pin. I need to take it out of that. Through the back there. And we'll put it about there. Alright, this is going to be a faldy-daldy, fiddlery. And then back through there. And closed. Let's see if that's roughly the right place. Yeah, that's all right. It's like a wee flag. What do you think? Oh, don't laugh at me. Oh, yeah. And that's just catching because that's... I'll need to stick that down a little bit better. It'll be fine. Right, let's see how this is doing. It's actually doing okay, isn't it? Right, let's see. Put that there. Oh, it needs a quote. Sometimes you win and sometimes you learn. You know, I think we won't even turn the page anymore because I think this is exactly day 11 and day 12 summed up. Sometimes you win and sometimes you don't. No, sometimes you learn. There we are. And now I need something for the top. I'm just going to put the camera off for 2 seconds. I'm back. That was just hubby coming back home. He pinged me to see he was on his way, and then the next minute he appears. Can't complain. He's brought me in a jam donut. So right, let's see. We need the 3/16 for this size of that there. And what will we use? A white one. And then we use this bit. I'm still a wee bit newfangled with this. I've only had this yeah, this for, oh well, I mean, it's maybe about a year now. Crocodile. Yeah. Now, is this going to be too thick? Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Cut it there, and then we'll just use some twine to tie a little knot. Sometimes you win and sometimes you learn. That's very true for this one. Okay. Oh, I'm just not sure. But, whoops, in the scheme of things, actually, it doesn't look too bad. Yeah, what do you think? So that is number 11, handmade stamp on a jumbo tag. Well, it doesn't say on a jumbo tag. The two prompts are handmade stamp and jumbo tag, but I've merged the two together. And then it's lace and a postcard. I'm thinking maybe I'm just going to loosen that, and just because it's easier to go in and out if it's just down on two sides, and it can just be loose. It's more like a kind of corner tuck, if you like. Yeah, okay, so thanks for joining me today. If you've enjoyed the video, a thumbs up would be great, and I'm hoping the next one or two are just a little bit easier than those two were. So see you next time. Bye for now.